Go for it. Stop doubting yourself and take the leap. Welcome to the channel. Here's a question for you. Have you ever had something on your heart that you just could not shake? A dream, an idea, a calling, a vision for your life. Something deep down inside keeps telling you to move, to start, to build, to create, to apply, to speak, to step out, to trust God, and to go for it. But then doubt shows up. Fear starts whispering in your ear. What if I fail? What if I'm too old? What if I'm too late? What if people laugh at me? What if it doesn't work? And before you know it, what was once excitement turns into hesitation. Today I came to remind you of something simple but powerful. Go for it. Not next year, not when everything is perfect, not when everybody finally approves. Go for it. Because the truth is, a lot of people stay stuck, not because they lack ability, but because they lack belief. You already have more in you than you realize. You have survived things that should have broken you. You have made it through hard seasons. You have learned lessons through pain. You have gained wisdom through experience. You have developed strength you didn't even know you had. That means there is already something valuable on the inside of you. Too often we look outside of ourselves for confirmation. We want permission. We want applause. We want a guarantee. We want to know it will work before we ever take the first step. But that is not how faith works. That is not how growth works. That is not how purpose works. Sometimes you have to move before you feel fully ready. Sometimes you have to trust what God placed inside of you, even when nobody else can see it yet. And that brings me to another important truth. Everybody is not going to understand your vision. Some people cannot support what they do not understand. Some people cannot see your future because they are only familiar with your past. Some people are so used to the old version of you that they struggle to imagine the new version of you. And sometimes the hardest part is that the doubt doesn't only come from strangers. Sometimes it comes from people close to you. Sometimes it comes from your own circle. Sometimes it comes from people who love you but still cannot see what you see. That is why you have to protect your vision. Stop telling everybody what God whispered to you. Stop putting your seed in places where people only know how to criticize, doubt, and tear down. Every dream does not need an audience in its early stage. Sometimes your vision needs prayer, sometimes it needs discipline, sometimes it needs silence, sometimes it needs time to grow. Protect what has been placed in you, because naysayers will always exist. Haters will always exist. Negative people will always exist. There will always be someone ready to tell you why it cannot happen, why it will not work, why you are not qualified, why now is not the time, why somebody else is already doing it, why you should just play it safe. But listen to me carefully. You cannot build your future based on other people's fear. You cannot let somebody else's limited thinking become the ceiling over your life. If you listen to everybody, you will end up doing nothing. At some point, you must decide that your purpose is bigger than people's opinions. At some point, you must stop shrinking, stop apologizing, stop overthinking, and stop waiting for the perfect moment. At some point, you have to believe that what is in you is enough to begin. Not enough to know everything, not enough to avoid every mistake, but enough to start. And sometimes starting is the breakthrough. Sometimes taking one step opens the next door. Sometimes one act of faith changes the whole direction of your life. Sometimes one decision to believe in yourself becomes the turning point you have been praying for. So if there is something you have been thinking about doing, if there is a business you want to start, a channel you want to build, a book you want to write, a goal you want to pursue, a new path you feel called to take, this is your reminder. Go for it. Do it scared if you have to. Do it imperfectly if you have to. Do it without everybody understanding if you have to. Do it one small step at a time if you have to. But move. Believe in what God placed inside of you. Believe in the strength you have earned through life. Believe that you do not need everybody to see it right now, and believe that your next chapter may be waiting on the other side of your courage. Go for it, because years from now you do not want to be sitting there wondering what would have happened if you had just trusted yourself enough to try. Take the leap, trust the process, protect the vision, ignore the noise, and believe in yourself, because you already have what it takes.